I never watched two guys skin and you got a damn hog in my life as fast as these two did. I was like, holy shit! I said, you guys must have been doing this illegally a lot, huh? Yeah, you can say that. Okay, now I know why you guys can do this stuff so fast. Okay, holy man. I never met anybody yet.
You just throw this on the side of the road.
Something about y'all were riding down the highways, you shot something, and a guy come up behind you. Y'all were trying to get rid of evidence.
We went down to Menard.
Oh, yeah.
We'd always leave late on a Friday night because I got off late. I had to work till about 9, 10 o'clock. And we was going to go down to Menard and hunt. And I went over and picked Bill up after I got off work, and we took off. And we had always stopped at these Pinkies. And we'd start off with a half a gallon or I don't know how big that Valley High wine. We'd kill that first and we'd get on our deer. And by the time we got to the other end, we were drunker than hell. We got down there in Menard, and we were going deer hunt next morning. So we cruising down the highway, and these little fawns were jumping across the highway and stuff. And Bill said, "God damn, John," he said, "we ought to catch one of them. I'll take back to Trudy and let her put it in the backyard and feed it." I said, "You want to?" He said, "Yeah." So I said, "All right, next one we see, we gonna get." So we're going down the highway, and sure enough, here that little dude jumps on. And down there in South Texas, the fence is like what you call hog wire for the sheep. You know, they'll run up there and they'll just hit that wire and they can't go through it and they bounce back. So we're cruising down the highway and that little fawn jumped across there. So I get over there on the wrong side of the road, and it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving down there, so I'm chasing this little deer, and he's running down that hog wire. And finally, he hits that son of a gun, and I told Bill, I said, "Now, when he hits that wire again," I said, "I'm going to swing this door open, and I'll jump out and catch him. And you just grab the steering wheel." He said, "All right." So I'm going down there, and that deer hits that fence. I swing that door open, and that deer bounced right back into my arms. I caught that little deer, and so I said, "What are we going to do with it now?" He said, "Well, let me look back here." And I don't know why we had a toe sack in there. So he said, "There's a toe sack back here, let's stick it in there." So we go on the side of the road. I pick that little deer up. He's holding the toe sack, and we stick it in that toe sack. We wrap its head around, you know, so it heads out. We throw it in the back of that Bronco. I had a Bronco back here. We throw it in the back of that Bronco, and here, we're about 15 miles from Menard, if y'all know where that's at. And we go in there and get us a motel room. And I asked Bill, I said, "Bill, what the hell are we going to do with this deer?" He said, "Hell, let's take it in there motel room."
My God!
So we pick this little deer up, that old head's going like that. We take it in the motel room, we lay it there on the floor. He's laying there. And we pass out in the bed, and about 30 minutes later, man, something started stinking. I wake Bill up, I turn the light on, I said, "Bill, what the hell's stinking?" He goes, huh? I said, "What's stinking?" He said, "Hell, I don't know." And I walked over there where that little deer was, and he was dead.
Oh.
So I said, "What are we going to do with this deer?" He said, "Let's go find a dumpster and put it in."
Oh my God!
So we throw it in the damn dumpster. We get up next morning. We hunt about 2 hours. We ain't seen nothing. So he says, "Let's take the back roads going back to Lubbock." He said, "We'll find us a deer." I said, "All right." So here we go. We head towards Sonora. And we get about 15 miles out of Sonora, and this nice buck crossed the fence, got big horns. And he said, "You see that deer?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Give me my gun." So I stopped, And I reach back there in the back, give him his gun. He sticks it out the window, and it takes him about 30 minutes to find it in the scope. He finally finds it, and I look up in my mirror, and there's this car parked right on our bumper. So I tell him, I said, put that gun back in. So he puts the gun back in, and we take off. We come on back to Lubbock, and then Monday morning, I see these two dudes walking. I was working at Red Arrow back then on the dock. These two dudes in green suits are walking out. I go out there, and it's game wardens. They said, I'm looking for Johnny Rakita. I said, that's me. They said, come on, we need to talk to you. I said, oh, hell, I thought about that damn deer. And I go out there, and they said, we're going to have to arrest you. We got a report that you've been shooting off the road. So I said, I ain't shot off the road. And they said, we got your license plates and all this stuff. And I thought, God damn, do I take a rap or do I squeal on my buddy? So I told them, I said, all right. So they give me a ticket, and I called him. I said, man, I said, I just took a rap for you. I said, these dudes wanted to arrest me for shooting off the road. And I said, I didn't even shoot, that was you. He said, oh, John, just put it on the cuff, man.
John, remember the time